Hello the internet, hope you're all well, thanks for stopping by. Another week, another online time trial in Gran Turismo 7. This week we're at Deep Forest Raceway in the Mazda Spirit Racing Roadster. At the time of filming, the gold standard stood at a 150.414. Let's see what we can do to help you get your 2 million credits. I'm going to show you my settings here. I've got everything turned off except ABS, which is set to default. I'm using manual gear stick and I'm also using a Moser steering wheel. I'm going to show you 2 laps in this guide. The first will be a step-by-step guide showing all the important points, and the second lap I will shut up and let you watch it through in silence. So let's get on with it as we're racing towards the first corner and we're looking for a braking reference, perhaps on the right hand side. I'll go past the 150 board and I'm going to start braking here at the start of these curbs on the right hand side. I'm going to bring it down to third. You can bring it down to second, but you do have to be careful of the wheel spin and oversteer as you come out of this corner. Feed the power back in, get back on full throttle. When you're comfortable, you're not going to go understeering out onto the grass there, otherwise you will pick up a penalty. Then we've got this tricky chicane section. We should be able to take the first 2 corners flat out, get right over on the left hand side of the first part, and then take a wide entry into this. You should be able to take this flat out. It takes a bit of bravery, but you should be able to do it. Then as soon as you come out of that, on the brakes, down to third, and we're going to cut plenty of this corner on the left hand side. You can do a bit of a squirt of throttle between here and this right hand corner coming up, but get back on the brakes. Go down to second if you want to, but again you got to be careful of the oversteer. Get back on the throttle when you're confident you're not going to understeer out into the left hand side, and you will pick up a penalty if you graze the wall. I'm approaching into this corner in third, but I'm going to drop it down to second, and I'm going to give it a boot of throttle. It brings the back end around, but be careful you don't spin it all the way around. Up to third before we commit to full throttle, flat out through these left hand kinks just here, and then as we go over this right hand kink here, I'm going to lift off the throttle, turn in. The back end of the car is going to go light and it's going to help the rotation of the car. Be patient on the throttle until you're confident you're not going to understeer out onto the right hand side there and pick up a penalty. As I'm going across the bridge, I'm hard on the brakes. I'm going down to third and then down to second. Turn in, start to apply the throttle. Be careful, the back end will want to step out here. Up to third very shortly after you come out of this corner, otherwise you'll hit the rev limiter. Then there's very little to do along this section, so let's just spin it on until we head into the braking zone of this hairpin bend ahead. So we're going to come out of the tunnel, we're looking for a braking reference, look for the 150 board, and then here at this shadow on the road, that's my braking reference. Going to come all the way down to second gear, and then as I'm turning into the corner, I'm going to lift off the brake. The back end will rotate around. Be patient on the throttle. And when you're confident you're not going to understeer off the track and pick up a penalty, get back on full throttle. And then it's just a drag to the line, taking the line of least resistance. So clip the corner on the right, clip the corner on the left. You want to get as close as you can to the barrier on the left hand side, but whatever you do, don't hit it. It'll be so frustrating to pick up a penalty at this point. And then that's basically it. The sprint to the line, nothing else to do, and hopefully that will be your gold standard time. Right then, I'm going to let you watch that through again without me talking, and I shall catch you at the end. There you go, if you've got it anywhere close to that time, that should be a gold standard time and 2 million credits. Hope the video's helped you out. If it has, do consider a like, a comment and maybe even a subscribe, and I shall see you on the next video. Take it easy.